What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Your host, Mr. LLC, back with another one. And today, we want to do a comparison vid. I've been wanting to do this one for a while, and I've been caught up with all kinds of other stuff, but 850 versus 1100. What's the big difference? What's the big deal? Let's find out today. So what I want to do is compare on my Valken M17. Now this M17 here has been pretty much fully modded. You've got your Grimburg A7 barrel. You've got your sear screw and spring mod and the trigger. PRV delete. Velocity stack removed. What else? The grip, the regular handle grip has been changed. I think that's about it. So it's pretty much unrestricted, wide open. So what we're going to do is go with the 850 output tank against the 1100 PSI output tank. And yes, we know the 1100 is going to outweigh or win in feet per second, but that's not what this test is about. It's just to see what the difference and talk about it. In this test, we're going to use Grimburg V2s. I believe these are 7.8 gram. Seven point nine gram. We're going to use those. We're going to take 5 shots each out of, I keep knocking the camera, out of these mags. One for the 850 and one for the 11. They both are full, 18 rounds each, and we'll shoot 5 rounds, record them, and then I'll expend the rest. I haven't used these mags in a while, so I want to go ahead and exercise the spring a little bit. Go ahead and empty it all the way, then we'll fill it back up. So we'll start with 800 psi. 850 psi, excuse me. Now that's what it's advertised at. Okay. I'm sure it's a little bit less. I don't have one of those fancy gauges that tells you what pressure this truly is regulated at. I need to invest in one. I should get one. But as for now, I do not. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're on safe. Let's go ahead and get our 850 tank on. Now, I marked my tanks with tape and Sharpie because I can't tell just by looking at the outside of it which one's the 850 and which one's the 1100. If you guys can tell me that, just let me know how I can tell just by looking at the tank. All right, so we've got the tank on. We've got our trap set up, and let's go ahead and get you focused in that direction. Hang on. 850. Pressure. All right. Let's see what we get. Okay, we got the 7.9 gram. Grimburg rounds. V2s. Going for feet per sec. First shot coming down the hole. Let's go. Oh. Two, 9, 6. I'm writing this down as we do it. We're taking 5 shots. We're doing 5 shots. 296. Two, 9, 5. 2, 9, 5. Let me see. Hang on. Let's see if we can get this to go faster. Hang on. All right, we're going for shot 3. Two, 9, 4. We're going for shot 4. 2, 9, 4. Shot 5. 2, 9, 1. Okay. We're going to take a break there. Actually, no, we're going to empty the mag because I want to exercise the spring. So that was 5 shots out of at least 18. So we should have 13 more. 13 more. That was it. All right, so let's get the air out the tank before we remove and put the other one on. We want to start fresh. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the ASA. All right, we got one shatter and come back. And that's it. All right. One sec. Okay. We're done with, of course, it's going to come on right when I start filming. All right. So I get no break for noise interruptions, whether I'm inside or outside. So 1100 PSI. Let's go ahead and air it up. Insert the mag. All right. 5 shots here. 1100 PSI output. Let's see what we're working with. Shot 1. 3, 3, 9. Shot 2. 3, 3, 8. Shot 3. 3, 3, 8. Sounds like we had another shatter in there. Shot 4. 3, 3, 8. And shot 5. 3, 3, 7. All right, let's empty it. So that's 6, 7, that was blank. 8, 9. 10. Shit, they're bouncing out. 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's shut the gas off. Maybe there's one more. 20. No more. That's it. All right, let's go do the math. We'll be right back. Okay, so here we have it. We got the results. They're in. Here's the 850 tank. These are the 5 shots we took. With the help of Mrs. LOC, she helped speed up the recording process. She did the writing as I call the numbers. So 850. This is what we have: 296, 295, 294, 294, 291. Gives us a total of 1470. Divide that by 5 to get the average. We get 294 feet per second for the average. Okay, which comes out to 31.55 joules. And you know what we do here: anything 0.5 and up, over, we round up. So we're looking at 32 joules and an 850 output tank firing the 7.9 gram Grimburg joules. Now let's look at the 1100 psi. Ooh, clear difference here. 339, 338, 338, 338, 337, which gives us a total of 1690. Divide that by 5 to get the average of 338, which gives us 41.7 joules. Round up to 41.2. To 42 joules. So 42 joules on the 1100 psi tank, and the average, there's a 220 feet per second difference there between the 1690 and the 1470. So let's see, you see 296 and 339. So look at that. So that 220 divided by 5, that's what I should have done. Hang on. So you got 220 divided by 5 is 44. So you're looking at about 44 feet per second difference. Of the 850 and the 1100 psi tanks. And that's your math right there. That does it. So here's the discussion part. You got these two. Oh, and I still don't know the difference between looking at these, but I had them side by side, standing, and I noticed the 1100 is just a smidge bit taller than the 850. I don't know if that's the difference in, if you can tell visibly which is which, but I marked mine with pen and paper. So 850, 1100 psi. Is it absolutely necessary for 1100? It is not. It is not. I think that's just a little bit over. I wouldn't say overkill. It's just overdone. A little bit too much. You want to stay under the radar. 850. We'll get it done. Point 2, or point B. The abuse your marker takes with that 250 psi difference is not worth it, really, in the long run. Because if you're going to keep using your marker, put that on safe. On a regular basis, if you're going to be using it on a regular basis, 850's plenty enough. Plenty enough. If you have a situation where you need that overkill, then yes, or that overpower, 1100 will get you done. But longevity-wise, on your O-rings, on your parts in general, on everything in here, in there, in here, all up in here, this is good enough. Plenty enough. My opinion. But you want to go shooting for numbers, go ahead. 1100 psi. Shoot for the moon. Get those lighter balls. Those will get you there. But as far as I'm concerned, with what I'm doing here at home, this is plenty enough. And as far as consumption of air, we started on a full 3,000. Those 18 to 20 shots took us down to just about 1,000 psi. A little bit less on the 1100 tank, but yeah. So that being said, I choose 850. I choose 850. Here's your numbers. You tell me what you choose. You do what you like. I'm good with 850, and the less strain on my marker, the better for longevity purposes. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your preference is. I'm sure I know what most people's preferences are gonna be, but let me know anyway. Down in the comments below. Comment, like, please subscribe and share so the video gets out there for people to see it. Your host, Mr. LLC, signing out, telling you something is better than nothing. Protect you and yours at all times. God bless and peace. Don't overdo it. No need to.